All right. Aloha to everyone tuning into this. This is Brendan, aka Wolf, aka Skull Babylon, welcoming you to a very exciting broadcast that we have, something that we are beginning as part of a routine, as part of a schedule, as part of a ongoing practice. This is going to be the first of many weekly Sunday global meditations that will happen each Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, broadcasted live through paradigmshiftcentral.com, specifically at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. So if you're watching this either on Twitch or on Facebook, then just know that you'll be able to tune in for this broadcast and any others very easily at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. So just be sure to bookmark that when you get a chance. And what we're gonna do, I'll explain things to you. And if anybody's tuned into this at the moment, if you guys just want to leave an 1111 in the live chat to confirm that you guys can hear me, okay, that's greatly appreciated. And so as we get into this is, as I said, this is practice. So this is practice as we begin this. Practice for me too, in terms of just being able to get into the habits and the routines of being able to do these style of broadcasts, to be able to connect with community. And again, I think the importance behind this is to be able to invite each of us into the idea of consistency, into the idea of routine, into the idea of sacred ceremony, into the idea of being able to come together as communities so that we can create this practice, so that we can create this ritual for ourselves. So I'll explain a little bit about what it is that we got going on, and then essentially we'll get right into it. And this won't be a very, very long broadcast. The intention here is for it to be within an hour, so that way it's really honoring our time. It's Sunday evening. I don't want to keep you guys up too late. You gotta get ready, get to sleep, and get ready for the week. But essentially, this broadcast will be about taking little steps towards that further self-development, towards that deeper self-love, and also continuing to explore the mysteries of the mind. And there's a lot with these broadcasts that I want to be able to get into in terms of what is possible with meditation, what is possible with meditation as individuals and as well as community. And so what we'll be doing as I'm explaining this, I invite you to just use this as an opportunity to be able to get comfortable, for you to be able to find a space where you will be able to allow yourself to maintain a degree of stillness, and just allowing yourself to, if you need to do any stretches in this moment, if you need to get a glass of water, if you want to get some pillows. A great place to be able to sit is on your bed with your back against the wall, have some pillows on your lap. Wonderful opportunity to be able to find what works for you. So I'm just taking a moment here, and bear with me as I'm just multitasking into the live chat. And so again, we are broadcasting through live.paradigmshiftcentral.com across Twitch, on twitchtv.paradigm/paradigmshiftcentral, and as well on my Facebook profile at facebook.com/skullbabylon. So across those, we have at this point, based on the numbers, I'd say at least a dozen or so of us tuned in, and that's awesome. So what happens when we continue this? What happens when we continue to grow this? We're working towards the idea of being able to have 100 people tuned in live, 200 people tuned in live. So thank you for holding this space with me. Thank you for helping work towards the objectives of this as a community, because essentially the only way to get there is to do it. So thank you for being here to do it. So what we're going to do with this meditation, as again, you just allow yourself to get nice and comfortable. For those of you who may not be familiar, I've led many guided meditations within the Paradigm Shift Central community, and thank you for those who've turned in the past. And you can find the recordings of those at youtube.com/skullbabylon, and also on iTunes under Paradigm Shift Radio, and again under the main website at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com. And so what we're going to do with this broadcast, what we're going to do with this meditation, we're going to change it up from week to week, but I'm working with a template here, and your feedback is greatly appreciated. And so what we're going to do, we're going to introduce you into the meditation. We're going to ease you into this space. We're going to find that place of stillness. We're going to connect with our breath. And then what we're going to do we're going to move through a few practices. And so the first practice will actually be a practice of retrospection. And so this is a very powerful practice. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be using our mind. We're going to be controlling the focus of our mind to reflect back on the past week. And I'll explain a little bit more about that as we get into it. From there, we're going to be focusing on any intentions for the self, anything that we want to bring into our own being, focusing on really loving the self. And so again, even in a sense, like whether the term prayer makes sense for you, that's totally cool if that does. But in a sense, we're like praying for the self. What does prayer mean? Prayer means kind of like sending out a signal to that higher conscious part of ourselves with intention. And so the next part of that, there's only a couple other steps, is to send out intentions for others, is to send out prayer for others. And so, even as I'm using the term prayer, like I think it's important that we can use this in a way that doesn't have like a religious connotation to it again, so again, sometimes I'll be using the word prayer, sometimes I'll be using the word intention. Essentially what we're doing, we're sending out conscious signals out into the metaphysical aspects of this reality. So we'll be focusing on intentions for others. Those would be like our friends and our families, and as well as gratitude, focusing on gratitude. And then the next step will be on focusing on intention for the world. So really kind of stepping things into a global perspective and then kind of sending that love into the world. And this is a very powerful idea, as I'm sure you can imagine, those of you who've studied the potentials of what meditation can do. So that's what I'm saying. What happens when we as a community create a little bit of a ritual about this? How much will it change our individual lives? How much will it change the collective? Again, the only way to know is to do it. So thank you for showing up to this, because this is work and it's play at the same time, and we'll keep it fun. We'll keep it lighthearted. We'll keep it carefree, but not careless. And so thank you for being here, whether you're listening to this in the future. And again, if you're not listening to this live, join us next week. When we do it live, there's an extra special degree to the experience, just knowing that, there's other people right there in this moment with you. But when you're listening to the recording, you're still tapped into that. So it's still valuable whenever you get to listen to this. So the other thing that I just want to be able to introduce to you is also a very cool idea, and then we're going to get right into this meditation. One idea that I also have, for those of you who are familiar with the Paradigm Shift Central project, I'll just explain it to you real quick. This is about building a global team of shifters, of light guardians, people actively helping assist with the shift in consciousness. And we're doing this through utilizing technology. And part of the story, for those of you who are familiar, you've seen my Instagram posts and things like that, and all this stuff. One of the items that we have within the community are what we refer to as light guardian crystals. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to invite anybody who already has a light guardian crystal to actually be able to hold it with you during this meditation and during future meditations. And so this is an idea that I've had for a while, and now we're implementing it. And so the light guardian crystals, like it's a crystal, it's like ancient futuristic technology, and it has intention to it. It has an element of story to it. And so I invite you to, if you have one on you, to take it, hold it with you, and use that to anchor into this moment. And so what happens when more and more of us are doing that? Again, it's kind of a bit of a mystery, but we're playing around with these ideas. And for those of you who want to be able to get one for yourself, of course, they are available when you sign up to the team Patreon, which is a monthly micro donation. And the links are in this video at patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. And you can see the link scrolling across the bottom of the screen as well if you're watching this online. And of course, the other thing I will mention as we get into this is very, very important. And again, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. As a facilitator for this space, what I want to be able to do is invite those of you who enjoy this experience, to leave a donation afterwards. It's not expected, it's not necessary, it's not mandatory, but if you feel called to, if you feel you're in the place to, and again, there's many different ways to support, but you can do that through the donation links mentioned in the video, which is either tinyurl.com/tipwolf, or you can also go to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. So again, that's what helps keep these broadcasts available for community. That's what allows these broadcasts to continue to happen, because yes, this is me sharing the value that I have to offer. So thank you for reciprocating that, even by being here. But state the obvious, donations help this continue to grow for the community. So again, if you have any questions, just send me a message afterwards. All right, so that said, let's get right into this. And I'm going to pull up some music that's going to be playing in the background. And if at any point you guys feel like the music's too quiet or too loud, please let me know. You guys are going to be my crew on this. You're going to be a bit of my tech crew. You're going to help me make sure that things are working okay. So again, thank you to everyone tuned into this. We got, at this point, I think we got most of our viewers on Facebook, and that's understandable. So if you are watching this on Facebook, please feel free to share it. So, and again, if you're listening to this in the future, if you're listening to this anywhere right before the broadcast, please take a moment to share it if you are able to, into groups, into wherever, because that's one of the things I can't really do while I'm broadcasting. I can't really share it, so I'm asking you guys to please help in doing that. So once you've done that and you are ready to begin, let us get into our meditation. And like I said, I think at this point we'll keep an eye on the clock, and this will go for about maybe another half hour, 45 minutes. And as we do this, the intentions to understand the nature of the self. That is the quest, to be able to level ourselves up within the game, to be able to relax, to be able to create space for healing, to be able to create space for inspiration. So let's get right into this. So I'm going to cue up this music, and again, we'll make sure that it's working okay, and we'll roll through this. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here, for your support, for your presence, and let's have some fun. Okay. So first, I'll just invite you to gently close your eyes, and one thing I have to decide yet. Do I want the sigil on screen, or do I want me on screen? I think we'll put the sigil on screen for now. I'm going to put the paradigm shift sigil on screen, because this is another thing I wanted to mention. During the broadcast, if you're open-eyed gazing, please feel free to look at the paradigm shift sigil, which is on screen right now. Use that as an anchor. That is a very powerful sigil that intentions come out of and intentions go into. Use that as an anchor to be able to connect with all of us tuned in right now. That is a portal. That is us at the center. And so in further meditations, we're going to be using that sigil to kind of direct intention through. It is an amplifier. It is a Stargate in that sense. So you're not seeing me right now, but you're hearing my voice, and that's what we need for this meditation, because obviously you'll have your eyes closed during it. So I'll start the music as we get into this, and I think it'll be fine. Don't even worry about telling me, but I'll if you happen to, that's totally cool. So again, let's get nice and loose. If you guys just want to relax and find a place that's going to get you nice and comfortable. As we do in this meditation, we want to be able to step into a place of stillness. When we're in that place of stillness, it allows ourselves to be able to be more actively present with the subtle energies in the moment and the subtle messages that may be coming through from the universe. So I just invite you in this moment to just allow your body to relax. And we'll begin this ceremony with mindful breath. So gentle inhale through the nose. Gentle exhales through the nose and the mouth. Again, gentle inhale through the nose. Gentle exhales through the nose and the mouth. As you continue to find the rhythm of your own breath, allow yourself to just connect using the breath to bring awareness to this present moment. We begin to feel our body become more relaxed. As we continue to breathe, we'll take the next few moments to use our focus to be able to relax our body even further. And as we do this meditation, just observing the sensations of the body. You may notice at some point your nose may itch. I invite you to observe that and not act on it, but simply observe it and observe how it too will pass. See it as a little test within the game. Ooh, will I scratch my nose? I want to. What happens when you don't? It passes. And so as we allow our body to relax, as we allow ourselves to prepare for the deeper states of this meditation, continuing to use the breath, gentle inhales, gentle exhales. And just bringing your awareness as we scan our body to our feet, to our shins, and to our knees, gently allowing your feet, your shins, and your knees to relax. Good. Bringing our awareness up to our thighs, up to our groin, up to our hips, gently allowing our thighs, our groin, and our hip to gently relax. Bringing awareness up to our torso, up to our stomach, and gently allowing our torso and our stomach to relax. Next, bringing awareness to the chest, to the shoulders, where we carry so much of our energy. Sending some love there as you allow your chest and your shoulders to just gently relax. Well, at the same time, you're just becoming more relaxed, yet more present in your posture. Maybe just imagining a string being pulled from the top of your head as you straighten your spine just a little bit. If you're up against the wall, sitting on your bed, you can just kind of relax your weight into the wall. Wherever you're sitting, if you're sitting up perfectly straight without a wall, that's totally cool too. So bringing awareness to our arms, to our biceps, to our elbows, to our forearms. Gently allowing our arms, our biceps, our elbows, our forearms to relax. Bringing awareness to our hands, every digit in our finger, and allowing our hands and our fingers to gently relax. Good. Bringing awareness up to the neck, up to including we already did the shoulders, but the top of the shoulders, the neck. Allow those to gently relax as well. Bringing our awareness up to our jaw, up to our tongue, up to our cheeks, even releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth or keeping it there, whatever you feel comfortable with, and allowing our tongue, our jaw, and our cheeks to gently relax. Bringing awareness up to our nose, up to our eyelids, up to our eyebrows, our forehead, our top of our head, and allowing our nose, our eyelids, our eyebrows, our forehead, and the top of our head to relax as well. In this moment, just allowing again as we just use our focus to scan our body, allowing all of our body to just gently relax, to be able to be in this place of stillness. And as the body becomes more relaxed, allow the mind to become more alert, more aware. And so again, we are practicing using the mind. We are practicing governing the mind. We are practicing moving our focus within the mind. And so as you continue to breathe, you'll hear in the next few moments, I'm just going to have a little bit of music beginning to play. I'll bring up the audio on that nice and gently for you. So again, for those of you who may be tuning in on the fly, what we're going to be doing in this moment, we're going to be using the next little bit of time to experience what it's like to use the power of our mind to almost travel through space and time, to practice reflecting, to practice deepening our connection with our memory by retrospectively looking at the past week as best as we can. And this will be something that we will develop over time As a practice, just like lifting weights, just like doing martial arts, this is martial arts of the mind. As you do this, you come back next week as a practice. We hold space for each other. It will get better for you. This practice will affect your dreaming if you apply it to dream recall in a very practical sense, as you will see. And so, with your eyes gently closed, with your breath present, with your body relaxed, gently what we will be doing is using the next bit of time to be able to look back on as many details as we can of this past week, starting from this moment right now. So literally think back, what were you doing 5 minutes ago? Oh, we were getting ourselves ready for the meditation. Good. What were you doing 15 minutes ago? What were you doing 30 minutes ago? Did you grab a drink from the fridge? Did you make yourself some tea? Did you go walk a dog? Were you outside earlier? Continue to allow yourself to bring as much detail and as much awareness as you can into any of the details that you can recall without getting stuck up, without getting stuck on anything that might bring up any sort of absent-mindedness towards subtle details. That's okay. Allow your mind to move in the direction of traveling backwards through time, bringing awareness of what you were aware of. And so going at your own pace as I continue to guide you in a collective sense, in an overarching sense. Think back in as much detail as you can, not only in what you were experiencing, but also what you were feeling. As we allow ourselves to deepen through this practice, we are creating us to be more present moving forward. So think back on where you were literally just 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Just sit with any feelings that come up, any details that you can recall. Good. Any senses that stood out to you. Using any memory of feeling to help govern our ability to move through this time, to move through space-time, to transcend space-time. And so again, thinking back even further, there is no right way or wrong to do this practice. This is merely an exercise. Bring in as many details as you can. Think back to where you were earlier in the day today. What did you do? Think just for a moment. What did you do today? You know what you did. You were there. You experienced it. And so let's practice just using our mind to be able to bring that into the present, to allow us to develop a better practice of recall, a better practice of awareness moving forward. And so as you continue to do this, I'm going to set this up so that I won't be talking for a brief period of time. There will be a few moments where it will just be you in your space. I don't want to distract you. I just want to hold space for you. And so as you continue to do this, allow yourself to try going back even further, focusing on any lessons that you learned through the week, any particular experiences that stood out to you, any feelings that were notable, that in some way changed you, that added themselves to their story. knowing that each and every week that we exist, our souls continue to grow, that each and every week that we exist, the lessons of the universe continue to come our way. And so take these next few moments, not too long, to continue to look back on the week, literally just a week, not even that much further than that. Think about as many details as you can, where you were, who you were with, feelings you felt. Think about the times when you were happy. Think about the times when maybe you were sad. Any other emotions in between the spectrum and beyond. And so again, the intention behind this, the purpose behind this, is to be able to develop the abilities that our mind actually has that will continue to prove even more useful as we move forward, that continue to yield even more intricate results as we get deeper into the practice of what meditation can bring forth beyond this dimension through space and time. And moving forward, this practice of recall, you will be able to use this for your dreams. So in the same way right now, you are using that ability to look backwards from where you are, as far back as you can. When you wake up in the morning from your dreams, do the same thing. Think back, look back. Practice this retrospection practice even before you go to bed at night on your own. Before you go to bed, literally just take a few moments to think back. What did I do today? How much can I remember? And essentially that is part of the challenge that you are creating for yourselves. How much detail can you remember? How intricate is your recall? How present were you in the moments? Are there moments where you might notice that there are empty spaces where you're just like, what did I do again? Where was I? What were the details? And use that to reflect on the fact that maybe moving forward, there's space for us to practice being more present. And so again, continue to do this. I'm going to give you the space to just do it in your own silence. And then we'll continue forward with the next step of the meditation. So connecting with your breath, gentle inhales, gentle exhales. Drawing in as many details as you can from the past week. Reflecting on feelings. Reflecting on what you learned. Reflecting on what you will bring with you moving forward. While holding gratitude in your heart. To all the memories that pass your mind, let you meet them with gratitude. So as you breathe here, continue to take these next few moments in your own silence as you practice this part of your meditation. Go ahead. Just take another couple moments here, then we'll continue on. Beautiful. So, in doing this practice, you may notice that perhaps there were details from each day that you were able to recall. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. And so whatever experience you had with this practice, perfect. Because it's practice. And allow yourself to understand the benefits of it moving forward, not only for your own development of the capacities of the mind, but also to be able to encourage more presentness, more presence moving forward. To make sure that as students we are present for the lessons that come our way, so that we can continue to embody, integrate, express, and experience all the lessons that this reality has to offer, to share them with others. So with your eyes still closed, continuing to breathe, just straighten up your posture even just a bit. We're going to move into the next part of the meditation. So this next part is to bring focus into sending love to yourself, as well as asking for anything that you feel you need from the universe. So this is prayer for yourself, to be able to connect with yourself, to be able to have gratitude with yourself. Almost, in a sense, from a higher conscious perspective. So almost imagine in this moment as if you are your higher self, which, spoiler alert, you are. And you're almost looking at yourself and reflecting on who you are now, what you have done, and what you are continuing to become. And without having full foresight of what is still ahead, let you use this moment to be able to invite into you, to be able to ask for, to be able to set the intentions for anything that you feel you would like for yourself. And so some examples would be, my intention is for myself to develop more mindfulness, for myself to develop more patience, for myself to be able to develop more forgiveness for others, to be able to perhaps even embody more gratitude, more courage, more strength. Whatever it is that you feel you need, use this sacred space to literally be able to send that intention, to communicate it clearly, as clear as you can, to the universe, to God, to the holographic matrix, whatever you refer to it as, whatever you think of it as, to yourself, the big part of yourself that is still very much the little part of yourself. And use this to be able to bring in anything that you wish for. And check in with why you bring it in, not just for yourself, but also ways in which it may be able to be shared with others, ways that will benefit beyond just yourself. And yet be mindful of what you ask for if you ask for more strength, then perhaps the universe will give you more challenges. And that's not a daunting thing, because that is how we develop strength. We develop strength through challenge. And so perhaps, rather than saying, I wish for more strength, reflect on perhaps asking for, I wish for more grace. I wish to be able to meet challenges with grace, with courage. And so be as clear as possible on what it is that you wish to bring into your being, what it is that you want to manifest for the week ahead and beyond. So take these next few moments in your practice while still being aware of your breath. Be very aware with your breath, connecting with it right now. Gentle inhales, gentle exhales. Again, we'll just do one more of those as we continue to breathe beyond it. Inhales. Gentle exhales. Perfect. So continue to breathe. Continue to use this space to pray for yourself, to set your intentions, to bring in what you wish for. So continue this for the next few moments in your own silence as you create this space, knowing that doing so is making a difference in your life. Doing so is you communicating with your own divinity, something that has great benefits simply when we take the time to do so. So continue this for the next few moments in your own space. Go ahead. So continue here just for a couple more moments. You're doing wonderful. So just begin to bring this part of the meditation, just confirming and validating your intentions, speaking them to the universe, for they are heard. Your thoughts program this reality, and right now you are taking the time to very articulately program this reality. Program how you choose to create yourself. You are very, very powerful. Doing these meditations is just beginning to tap into that. You have already tapped into it, but now we are beginning to explore the abilities that we already possess, yet we are remembering how to utilize. Wonderful. Continuing to breathe as you listen to your own breath, as you listen to your heartbeat. We'll move into the next part of the meditation with only 2 parts left. And we'll take these next few moments to be able to focus our intentions like a laser, to be able to send love out to those whom we know, to our friends and to our family, and using this as an opportunity to literally send them love, if you think of it as simply as that. You may be familiar with the concept of distance healing, of Reiki. Very similar to that. This is you taking the time to bring the people who matter to you into your mind, into your heart space, and to send them love. To pray for them, to share perhaps similar intentions that you had for yourself with them, to wish for their own development, their own healing, their own courage, to remind their soul that you are with them, to be with them on that soul level. And as you do this, you can imagine yourself perhaps standing in front of any of these people, to imagine yourself looking them in the eyes and seeing them looking back at you, to imagine yourself even giving them a hug. And maybe in this moment, the people who matter to you most may not even be on this earth plane anymore. And that's totally fair, and that's totally fine. And so use this as a chance to, again, connect to that sacred space within yourself that connects you to all other living beings on this earth and beyond. And simply do your best in this moment as you are to focus your love, to imagine yourself as the superhero you are, to feel the beams coming out of your chest, to feel the light shining from within, as you share it like water, as you pour it into the plants of those around you, as you share it as pure, radiating bliss, as love, and as a deeper remembrance of who we are on a cosmic level. Seeing yourself in all of those whom you connect with. And so take the next few moments to send those prayers out to those who you know, to wish for them what you wish for them to have, to speak to them on a heart level. And in doing so, you open your own heart. You speak to yourself. And perhaps in this moment, open yourself up to listening if there is anything that they might have to say to you, if that resonates with you. And so you are using this as a space to both project and receive. So using the focus of your heart, send out those intentions, send out that love to those whom are close to you, to those who are close to your heart. So take these next few moments, continue to breathe, maintaining stillness, maintaining awareness of breath. You are focused in this moment. Every single thing that you think about has power to it. Your mind directs that power, and with it, there is deep purpose, and that changes this reality. On a metaphysical level, this is happening. You are making a difference. Many people do not take the time to do what you are doing right now, what we are doing right now. And I think if we did, this world would be a better place. So thank you for helping set the tone. Thank you for helping literally set the tone of this vibrational frequency. Something that you can continue beyond just this practice. So take these next few moments in your own comfort, sending love to all those who matter to you, sending out prayer, sending out intention. Continue this for the next few moments of your practice. Good. Just continue this another couple moments. Again, as you begin to conclude it, just visualizing any hugs, any metaphysical free hugs that you'd like to share with those whom you are thinking about in this moment. Beautiful. So just allowing your heart to feel open, allowing this moment to be real, allowing yourself to be able to observe any thoughts, any feelings that may be passing through you. Even the little voice in your head that says, "Why am I doing this? I have other things that I could be doing," like mindlessly scrolling through Instagram. This is boring. ... Don't forget to send love to those thoughts too, for they are our greatest teachers, and your willpower will allow you to rise through their presence. For they too are there to challenge you merely to become better. And so as you send love to others, you rise above the impulses. You develop your will. You activate your potential. You become a little bit more than who you were. You can continue to become more of who you are. Peeling back the layers, removing the dirt, shining the light that has always been there. Beautiful. So as we move into the concluding part of the meditation, again, thanking everyone for being here. I send energy out to all of you present in this moment, present in this practice. This closing part of the meditation will take the next few moments to send out conscious vibes, to send out intention, to send love to the entire globe, to the grid, to Earth, to Gaia herself. And we'll do this with intention. And so wherever you are right now, take a moment here to almost imagine yourself from a third-person perspective. Imagine yourself as a beacon of light, as a radiating being. And then imagine, almost like a camera pulling back, you begin to see other beacons of light as you see the location where you are from high above the ground, as it flies backwards up into the sky. You see these other beacons, these other beings here on Earth. And together, visualize in this moment a grid that connects all of us tuned into this meditation, all of us who are intentionally helping bring about the shift, who are anchoring in the pillars of consciousness with intention. And so imagine through each one of us as a point on this grid, that this grid expands around the globe. And so you can almost see the Earth itself surrounded by this vibrant, crystalline grid. And where you are, both visualizing from high up above, yet still present in the seat you are in the body you are in, you allow your mind to traverse space and time. And so let us use this as a chance to put our love into the grid, which then encodes into the shared grid, into the collective consciousness of all beings on Earth. And so as we send out the intention, let it be one. Let it be one that is genuine to you. Let it be one that promotes more open-heartedness, more open-mindedness. Allow all of us to continue to foster our thirst for knowledge, for self-discovery, for self-development, for consciousness, for awareness in itself. And so as you straighten up your spine, breathe into your breath. Allow any sensations of energy moving up through your spine to be felt. As you breathe in this moment, feeling your breath synchronizing with the breath of the grid, with the breath of Gaia. And as you send out energy, you also receive energy. So noticing as you deepen your breath with deep inhales through the back of the nose, the back of the throat, noticing any energy sensation up the spine. And I'm saying this because I'm noticing it myself. And these activation sensations, as I choose to call them, I feel are very meaningful, are very important. And so if you can ride those sensations, if they are present with you, take note of that. And if they aren't present with you, that is totally fine, yet they can be experienced. And I invite you to continue these practices so that you can experience them. And so as we move the energy up our own spine, let it traverse both out through our crown and down through our roots as it connects to the earth of Mother Gaia, to the heartbeat of this planet, to the spirit that we share, while also sending a signal out up into space, into the heavens, into the grid. And so you download, you upload, you send out the signal to be able to help assist and accelerate the shift in consciousness for all beings to continue to walk their steps with awareness, for them to be able to experience the bliss and joy of self-discovery, for them to be able to be courageously compassionate, for us to be able to see beyond the illusions of the stories that we have been living for so long, for us to be able to awaken to who we are, and in doing so, to be able to help bring more love into this world. And so in the same way as you prayed for others, as you prayed for yourself, let us pray. And again, I use that term very open-endedly. Let us send out the intention for all beings here on earth. And in some ways, if this feels right for you, even anchoring into the awareness of our galactic family, knowing that even in this moment, there are those who are watching us from galactic center, if this is something that resonates with you, who are assisting, who are adding their energy into our intentions right now in this moment. And for you to be able to project and receive at the same time, for you to be able to receive inspiration, alignment, any healing for yourself, for you to be able to project healing, for that is what we are doing. We are healing ourselves, we are healing the earth, we are healing our connection to each other, to the planet, to the dream. For that is our quest, for that is our mission, to help make this world a better place, to heal what it has been, to be able to mend, to be able to build, to be able to grow, to be able to share the joy and bliss that is our birthright, that is our divinity. And so take these next few moments as you continue to breathe, straighten up your spine, noticing any activation sensations moving through your body. Gentle inhales, gentle exhales. Beautiful. And so just continue this, holding this space for the next few moments. Again, visualizing the grid like a white light, like a white net surrounding the earth that is breathing, that is pulsating with life, that you are feeding into and that is feeding back into you, that is filling your heart with love, and in turn you fill the grid with your love, like an ecosystem. So continue to breathe here for the next few moments, holding space for this practice, using your intentions like a laser to send out that vision. Continue here for the next few moments as you continue this part of your practice to send out the signal to help change the dream, to use your intentions to bring forth new realities. Just take another moment here. This is a very powerful thing we are doing. It's my intention for more of us to be able to do it together as community, simultaneously through space and time, to use our mind in a non-local sense, be able to help shape the dream with the intentions of our heart, to do what we have come here to do, to shine our light, to clear off the dirt, to be the change we wish to see. Beautiful. So continue to breathe, then gentle inhales, deep exhales. Bringing your awareness back into your physical body, feeling the pulse of the earth, of the globe, of the grid still in your being. Feeling and being reminded of the connection that you share with Mother Earth, with Gaia, with Sophia, the goddess spirit that is inside all of us. And so I thank you for being a part of this. I thank you for showing up. I thank you for adding your energy to this practice. And we'll begin to conclude it as you check into your heart, as you be present with your breath, as you allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling in this moment, as you allow yourself to feel love in this moment, as we send love to each other, as we express gratitude to each other. So tribe, team, community, I thank you. I thank you for being here. And I thank you for committing to this practice in a way that feels right for you. And I challenge you to come back and to do this again. For this is a shared story. And this is just one step along the way. For there is much more to come. So connecting with the breath, gentle inhales, gentle exhales. With gratitude still in our heart, with vision still in our mind as we move forward into the week ahead with deeper courage, with deeper compassion, with deeper wisdom, with deeper inspiration, with the mission to be able to share that vibration with others, to be aware of the vibration that we carry, knowing that it will change those around us in subtle and often direct and indirect ways. And so thank you for aligning your vibration, for shifting it, for tuning it, for upgrading it with intention. For that is how we shape this world, intention and will. So take a couple more breaths, and then when you are ready, gently bring your awareness back to your physical body. Slowly, you can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Beautiful. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and return your awareness to the space around you. And so use these next few moments as you move out of your meditation to continue to practice mindfulness as you prepare yourself for whatever it is you're doing next. If you're perhaps listening to this in the present moment that we're recording it, maybe getting ready for bed and doing so in a mindful way. And again, when you wake up in the morning and you remember your dreams, think back to the retrospection exercise with as much detail as possible. At night, going to bed, practicing that. Little things. Anything that we've done during this meditation, you can bring with you into your day-to-day practice in a way that feels right for you. Awesome. So again, I thank you so much to all of you who have chosen to be here, for being a part of this community, for being a part of this team, for being a part of something very powerful, very special, and something that we are still just continuing to grow and explore together. And so again, sending love to you, sending love to your friends, your family, to all the community, to the world. Aloha, I see you, I honor you, and I love you. And with that said, we will conclude this meditation as we invite you to tune in for more. You can check out the schedule for future broadcasts at live.paradigmshiftcentral.com, where you can tune in for any broadcasts. Bookmark that page. If you're listening to this on Facebook, be sure to do that, as the feeds on Facebook are secondary, whereas the feeds on the main website are primary, which links into our YouTube at youtube.com/skullbabylon as well. And so again, inviting you to be able to contribute to the ongoing creation of these broadcasts and many more that we have for you by contributing a donation at any point to be able to support the project by either signing up with a monthly micro donation to the Patreon. Asking donation is $3 to $5, and when you sign up, you also receive your Light Guardian Crystal, which again, I'll just hold up right there for those of you to see. It's a beauty. And of course, you can also contribute single donations at tinyurl.com/tipwolf and help us reach our monthly tipping goal for being able to help pay for the basics to be able to run this project in terms of website costs and other services related to it. And so thank you again, everyone, for being here. Thank you again, everyone, for donating. Thank you for sharing this and for inviting people to check out more. We do have our other broadcasts on Thursdays, our team roundtable, where we have our interactive discussion, and I invite you to take part in this as well. And now it's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 p.m. PST, 2:30 a.m. GMT, I believe. And so again, I thank you for being here. I thank you for taking part in this. I thank you for challenging yourself to be able to break patterns, for not just spending more of your time mindlessly scrolling through a feed. We are creating something different here. We are creating meaningful interactions. We are creating connection, and we are moving forward with intention. So the attention that we carry inside of us is one of the most valuable resources in society right now. And so how we choose to use that attention is a very powerful thing. And so thank you for using your attention to share and direct our intention towards creating the world that we wish to see, towards being able to help assist with the shift, towards being able to bring more love into this dream. And so, sending good vibes and many blessings your way as you continue to move forward in your week, kicking butt and shifting paradigms. My name is Brendan, aka Wolf, aka Wolf Shield, aka Skull Babylon. Thanking you again for joining us for this practice, and inviting you again to be able to join us for next week's global meditation, which will be different, a little bit different, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going live. So, until then, have a beautiful week, a beautiful day, a beautiful now. And as always, keep it shifty, and we will see you in the future. Much love.